Weekend Project.
Hello, fellow wood chopperoos. The Big Chopperoo and Safety Dan here.
Hey.
Well, it's the end of the month and it's time to reveal our big 2x4 project. We're going to take this and turn it into a 3D landscape.
That's right. You heard us.
What'd you say that for?
You know, for emphasis.
Yeah, that's not necessary. Any rate, this is a fun project because it takes a simple concept, you mix in some technology, and finish it off with skill. So without further ado, here's our project and how we made it. I started with this picture of Bergen, Norway. Being inspired by the beauty and the charm, I made a rough sketch. From there, I handed it over to Brett, where he took my rough drawing and cleaned it all up in SketchUp. He also made a full-size printout for me. Now that I had the full-size printout, I could take measurements for my pieces that I'll be making. Now comes the building of it. It's a lot of resawing on the bandsaw to make the clouds, mountains, and water. Since the mountains will be thicker than the clouds, I'm cutting out the pattern from the print. Everyone is helping out on this project. Even Chip checks in. Well, sort of. After planing down the pieces for the mountains, I'll clamp them together, and while it's drying, I'll cut out the clouds and water on the bandsaw. I use my small spoke shave to clean up the rough edges from the bandsaw. Now that the mountain pieces are dry, I'll trace out the shape and again cut it out on the bandsaw. I'll glue the paper cottages to my 2x4 blocks. I'll add some details with my chip carving knife, and then I'll cut them out again on the bandsaw. Now comes the part that I fear, staining. I'm using a semi-transparent stain because I want some of the wood grain to show through. A lot of time is spent on each of the individual pieces. To make the background buildings, I'm going to shade the back of the paper with lead and transfer my lines. I did this because I decided I wanted 2 layers of buildings, but my drawing, I only had 1. And again, it's back at the bandsaw. I'm not going to stain these buildings, but I'm going to use my wood burner to darken the edges, giving it that extra depth and detail. Because the cottages are heavier, I scraped the stain off so I could get good adhesion on the mountain background. And once the stain is dried, my 2x4 3D landscape is complete. there you go. Our entry for the summer's woodworking 2x4 contest.
Oh man, this is so nice. It's like a piece of art.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we did a really good job, didn't we?
What do you mean, we? Safety, Brett and I, we did all the work. What did you do?
Well, just like with any art piece, I did the most important part.
Oh?
I signed it.
Well, if you like what you saw today, subscribe to us on YouTube, leave a comment, or give us a thumbs up.
Or you can give us a thumbs down. Join us on Facebook and Twitter.
And don't forget about the blog, where you can download your own plans to make this 3D project. Well, there's one more thing that I gotta do.
Chad, I think it's time for you to dance.
Oh, yeah.
This program brought to you by
by-4 project. We're gonna make something as soon as I look at my script. What'd you say that for?
You know, for emphasis.
Elmer Fudd.
Emphasis.
Emphasis. Emphasis.
Okay. What kind of word is it? Emphasis.
Oh boy. Are you ready?
Yep. Okay.
Sweating. What'd you say that for?
You know, for emphasis.
But you said it right.
I know.
Well, there you go. Our entry for the summer's woodworking 2x4 contest.
All right.
Woodworking 2x4 contest.
Oh man, this is so nice. It's like something I've never ever seen before.